Okay, we've got several emails. Let me see. We're going to, Ed Jones says, hey, I just thought I'd let you know how sick I am of listening to your nonsense. It is sad that you have chosen to be the hand of Satan. You could have been a fine man. But this is the great thing he says. He says, why don't you just see what you can do for your own salvation rather than bringing others to the brink of death? And that, I wrote back to him, Ed Jones, it really encapsulates Mormonism. What I can do for my own salvation. It was when I realized that there was nothing I could do for my own salvation that led me to see that I had lived a life 40 years of futility, a life of empty actions to try to please a holy and omnipotent God. And when I had that realization, I became poor in spirit. I began to mourn for the life I lived. I became meek, as it says in Matthew 5, verse 3, 4, and 5, how this process begins to happen to you, and that's called spiritual rebirth, because I saw who I was relative to who God is. And when that happens, just like Isaiah, just like Peter, just like Paul, anybody who has an interaction with God that's human is going to fall to their face and say, Lord, I'm not worthy. Lord, am I going to be destroyed? They have great fear. Guess what? In all of the interactions that your leaders have claimed to have with angelic beings and with God himself, none of them write that they were ever afraid. They all just act like it was, wow, hey, there's Dad. How you doing? And yet when you read the Bible, everybody, Isaiah, they are terrified in the presence of God. Daniel, all of them. So there's the difference, Ed Jones.